What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to your video. Today I'm doing race 6 for the 2024 Cookout 400. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend, the NASCAR Cup Series heads to the paperclip known as Martinsville Speedway in Ridgeway, Virginia, the half-mile short track. The last time we ran here at Martinsville Speedway, we saw Ryan Blaney pick up the victory to go to the Championship 4, and we also saw Kyle Larson win the spring race as well. Both those drivers are looking to win this weekend at Martinsville Speedway. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is looking pretty promising. It's going to be 67 degrees the high with 43 degrees as low with only a 10% chance of rain with sunny skies. Going to be some pretty nice weather out at Martinsville Raceway. Hopefully some rubber can be laid down on the racetrack as well. So now let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work on the channel. I do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who I do not believe are going to have a good run this weekend. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers who I think are going to have a really good run, who need a good run in under fun equipment, who I think will have a good run this weekend. And I do my winner's pick, the driver thinks is going to win the race overall. And I do the drivers you need to watch out for, and usually for the Cup Series, I usually do 5 drivers you need to watch out for. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the Cookout 400? My first suck pick for this weekend at Martinsville is a driver of the 21 car for the Wood brothers, Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton has been on a downward trend in recent weeks. So far in 2024, Harrison Burton has only finished once inside the top 25. Outside of that, he's only had like 3 finishes inside the top 30 as well. Unfortunately, I think Harrison Burton is going to struggle once again this weekend. I know he's had some decent stats at Martinsville in the past, go back to Xfinity a few years ago, back in 2020. But Harrison Burton has recently struggled, and I'm worried about his future past this season. Sadly, I don't think he's going to have a good run, and I think he's going to finish near the back of the pack, more than likely, once again, this weekend at Martinsville. My second suck pick for this weekend at Martinsville is the driver of the A car for Richard Childress Racing, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch historically has been amazing at Martinsville. However, since getting to Richard Childress Racing, he has completely tanked and completely struggled. He got involved in an incident with Corey LaJoie last year, and there was beef after that. He ran really bad in 2023 in both races, and he just hasn't had the pace or speed to contend for wins and victories for the most part this season. And their short track program for RCR has been extremely inconsistent. So sadly, I don't think Kyle Busch is going to have a good run, and I do believe he is going to struggle more than likely this weekend with RCR at Martinsville Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on the underdog picks for the Cookout 400. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at Martinsville is the driver of the 23 car for 2311 Racing, Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace historically has been pretty good at Martinsville throughout his career. I believe he got a top 10 the last summer here at Martinsville, and he's had top 10 pace and speed since getting the 2311 at this racetrack. I think Bubba Wallace is going to contend for another top 10. He had a really strong car at Richmond last week, had a top 5 car for most of the evening, and I do think of how fast the Toyotas have been on the short track so far, I do believe that Bubba Wallace has a really good chance and opportunity to potentially get a top 5 or even another top 10 this weekend. I think he's going to be strong. I think he's going to be quick. And certainly, I expect the 23 team to be pretty fast this weekend at Martinsville Speedway. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Martinsville is the driver of the 4 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Josh Berry. Josh Berry in recent weeks has been emerging as the fastest Stewart-Haas racing car consistently, especially on the short tracks. He has finished in the top 10 and top 15 in the short tracks so far this year, and the 4 car has been pretty fast in the past as well. We know Josh Berry is an ace on the short track scene, and I do expect that is going to carry over this weekend at Martinsville, considering Josh Berry got his first career Xfinity Series win at this racetrack. I think that Josh Berry is going to be fast, and I think he's going to have a really good chance and opportunity to get his first top 10 of this season here at Martinsville. And now we're going ahead and jump onto the winner's pick for the Cookout 400. Who is my winner's pick? The driver who I'm picking to win this weekend at Martinsville is a driver of the 5 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson. Gonna be a little bit shocker for some of you, but the reason I'm picking Kyle Larson is because this is the 40-year anniversary of Hendrick Motorsports picking up their first career win as an organization with Jeff Bodine 40 years ago. And I think there's a lot of motivation from this organization and team. And think about the history as well. The 5 car was the one who got the victory. So I think Kyle Larson is going to victory lane in the 5. I think he gets it done this weekend. I think Larson is going to get his second Martinsville win of his Cup Series career. And I think Kyle Larson picks up career win number 25 this weekend at Martinsville Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump onto the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend in Martinsville. Who should you watch out for? The first driver you should watch out for this weekend at Martinsville is the driver of the 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. has been off to a really strong start in 2024. And let's be honest, he should have won the race at Richmond before the caution came out with 2 to 3 laps to go. I think the 19 team has been much better so far in 2024. Plus, he has been really good at Martinsville historically since around 2017 to 2018. So I think MTJ is going to be strong, and I think that number 19 car will have a good chance and opportunity to go to victory lane this weekend. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at Martinsville is a driver of the 12th car for Team Penske, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney won the last time we were here at Martinsville Speedway, and historically, Ryan Blaney has been very good at Martinsville throughout his NASCAR Cup Series career. I think Team Penske is going to do whatever they can to bring the pace and speed. Once again, I know Blaney struggled in Richmond, but I think that Blaney's going to be fast this weekend. He's been great at this track. He's finished in the top 5 at pretty much every time we've been at this track since the next gen era began. I think Ryan Blaney's going to be a threat to get it done this weekend. The third driver you should watch out for this weekend at Martinsville is the driver of the 11 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's been really solid to start off 2024 and is coming off of winning at Richmond, albeit very controversially. And he's won 2 of the last 3 races. I think the 11 team is up to snuff. They're up to scratch. They've been very, very good. And I think that Denny Hamlin will be a serious threat and a serious contender to get it done this weekend with the number 11 team this weekend at Martinsville Speedway. The fourth driver you should watch out for this weekend at Martinsville is the driver of the 9 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott is starting to find his momentum, and he's starting to find a lot more speed. While the finishes have not shown outside of last week at Richmond, Chase Elliott's been running a lot better. He had a top 5 car circuit in Americas, was in the top 5 and top 10 at Phoenix but unfortunately the finish did not show where he ran most of the day. And for the most part, it seems like the 9 team has been getting a lot more consistent and a lot more quicker. I think Chase Elliott will have a good car this weekend. We've seen pace from the 9 team. I think he's going to be very fast this weekend. He might be able to get his first win in nearly 2 years. And the fifth and final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at Martinsville is the driver of the 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell won this race back, actually won the fall race in 2022, and Christopher Bell historically has been pretty great at Martinsville, especially in recent seasons. I think the 20 team is going to be very, very fast, and I think that we're going to see Christopher Bell be up front consistently throughout the weekend. I think he's going to be not only contending for the pole this weekend, but I think Christopher Bell will be looking to get his second win of 2024. So I think Christopher Bell is going to be quick, and I think he's going to be extremely consistent and be strong this weekend at Martinsville. So, those are my race picks for the Cookout 400. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Harrison Burton, Kyle Busch. My underdog picks are Bubba Wallace, Josh Berry. My winner's pick is Kyle Larson. And the ones to watch out for are Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be for the Race 6 video for the 2024 Cookout 400 at Martinsville. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go to Lord that and comment your picks below for this weekend at Martinsville. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know your drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Martinsville. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Later today on the channel, I'm going to have this paint scheme video for the Cup Series race at Martinsville. I might have the Xfinity Series 1 potentially as well. I'm also might have breaking news if any major news breaks later today. Then tomorrow, we're going to have a news video catching up on news all across this week. And we're also going to have the Truck Series race review. And then over the weekend, of course, we will have the Xfinity Series and Cup Series reactions for the weekend as well. And then we'll be headed to Texas Motor Speedway next week. Good God, I'm not looking forward to that. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.